Hey everybody, I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of um, Lord Inquisitor Kyria Draxus, who as of December 2023 when I'm filming this has become a pretty popular add-on character for a lot of Imperial armies. She's from the Imperial Agents faction. But as of right now, she's only 75 points, has 4 wounds, and she can attach to all Imperial battle line units. So in the case of my favorite faction, AdMech, she can attach to units of either Skitarii Rangers or Skitarii Vanguard. She's got a nice Xenos Hunter ability that gives her a +1 to hit versus any Xenos units. She also has a psychic ability that on a roll of a 2+, I think in the start of your command phase, she gives the entire unit lone op. She also has a 3+ ballistics and weapon skills, and her weapons have got a bunch of good keywords that I'll get into later, but she hits pretty hard in both melee and ranged, and she also has a pretty devastating indirect attack as well. So I'll go over Datasheet in a bit more detail at the end of this, but why don't we start by opening up the box. So as I mentioned, she's become, at least in this state of 10th edition, she's become a popular add-on for a lot of Imperial armies. And I have to say, as an AdMech player, I know that's having some pretty weak data sheets. She's a very welcome addition to that. It's got a nice little stapled booklet. Manual looks pretty detailed. I like how they're actually calling out the different paints you'll need. And they do that on the box as well, which I think is very customer friendly. So you can pick up the paints if you want to go with GW approved scheme when you buy this as well. Her sheet here is obviously for, I think it's for either 8th or 9th edition. Just telling by the logo, this was probably produced around 8th edition. Needless to say, I will throw up at the end of this video, I'll put up the latest data sheet, and we'll just kind of walk through it. Here's the sprue. Like most characters, there's not a ton of sprues to go through, but some good detail here. Sorry about the lighting here, but it's a pretty good backpack, cloak. Let's see, there we go. She also has sort of an alien bird that's attached on her shoulders. You can see the wings here. Better way to visualize it is just to look at the box art here. There we go, there's a better version. Looks pretty straightforward. I think she comes with a 32mm base. Doesn't look too difficult to put together. And that's it. So pretty straightforward. I am going to throw up, maybe a poor choice of words there. I'm going to put up her data sheet in just a second. We can go over that. So that's it. Pretty straightforward. Pretty good, useful character at the moment. And so let's take a closer look at her data sheet. Okay, so here's Lord Inquisitor Kyria Draxus's data sheet. And as I mentioned when I did the box kind of unboxing a few minutes ago, she's got a pretty healthy stat line: move 6 inches, toughness 3, save 3. She's got 4 wounds, leadership 6, OC 1. But what really makes her cool though is she's got some really cool weapons, and she's also got some really good abilities. On the ranged weapon side, she has Dirge Singer, which is anti-infantry 4+, devastating wounds, and assault. 18-inch range, 4 attacks, BS 3, and strength 4, damage 2, which is which is awesome. Then she also has a cool psychic attack called Psychic Tempest, which has indirect fire, psychic, and sustained hits 2. That also has a range of 18, but that's a whopping 6 attacks with a BS of 3, strength 6, and also damage 2. So just from ranged weapons alone, I mean, she's better than almost anything other than breachers in the AdMech Codex. At least, from an infantry perspective, so pretty impressive. Same thing with melee weapons. Power Fist, 3 attacks, weapon skill 3+, strength 6, AP -2, and damage 2, which is, those are great weapon profiles. As I mentioned earlier, she's got a bunch of different abilities that make her really useful. Obviously, she can, when leading an Imperial battle line unit, so in this case for AdMech, it would be Skitarii Vanguard or Skitarii Rangers. She can ride on the transport with them. Like I mentioned, she has the Xenos Hunter ability, which lets her, and the unit she's with, I believe, add a +1 to hit rolls, both ranged and melee attacks, it looks like. And then her Psychic Veil, which is essentially on a roll of a d6 on a 2+. Both her and the unit she's leading get essentially lone op. If you roll a 1, then you take d3 wounds. And then kind of looking at the back of her sheet, pretty straightforward from a warrior perspective. She comes with, the ranged weapon or psychic attack and the Power Fist. And like I said, she can be attached to any Imperial battle line infantry unit and a unit of inquisitorial henchmen. And honestly, I think as of today, basically mid-December 2023, she's probably one of the best Imperial editions, Imperial Agents you can add to an Imperium army, especially for AdMech, which is really hurting at the moment for decent data sheets. And so personally, I think she's a great addition to any AdMech army. I've also heard that she can work really well with a Custodes army. Maybe a Sisters army could really have some use for her too. I'm not so sure about any of the Marine armies, because they usually have some pretty good data sheets. If there's any faction in 40K that isn't hurting for good data sheets, it's it's Space Marines, which have dozens of them. So anyway, I think she's a great character. And if you like this video and want to see additional content, please like and subscribe. And I will talk to everybody soon. Thanks.